Welcome back to the Kicking It podcast. I'm your host, Peter.
I am John. I am back. Salah is back. Liverpool is unbeaten. Period.
I am Ted, the big Arsenal fan. 49 undefeated. Invincible. Supporter.
Yellow trophy, golden trophy.
Oh yes, golden trophy.
Only one in the Premier League era.
In fact,
Enough. Next.
In fact, this week,
Moderate.
Sir Alex Ferguson said himself, it is the biggest achievement ever in the Premier League.
Yeah. So back on topic. We are back from I think the last international break of 2021. Now we have purely football that we love because international football tends to be very lacking. Even if there was a final of the Nations Cup, still very lacking. Yeah, but what we are going to discuss, during the international break, Newcastle was bought by the Saudis, or I think the sovereign fund of the Saudis. So they have money. So the Premier League's ability to buy has gone up a notch. So we have also the ballond'or list was released. So we know who we are going to predict who might win it. Yeah, we talk about Manchester versus Leicester City. We talk Brentford. We talk about Liverpool versus Watford, and then we talk Arsenal Crystal, that is going to be played on Monday. Then we give our predictions for game week 9 of the English Premier League. So let's talk Newcastle United. Mike Ashley, the owner, finally sold to the Saudi sovereign fund.
How much?
They are sold for 300 and I think 31 million. So the thing that has bought them, the fund, is worth 300 and something billion. Well, doesn't mean they are going to have access to all 300 billion, but obviously the purchasing power of Newcastle United has gone up. 2-3 seasons, they might be a Chelsea, they might be a Man City. Yeah, so what do you think? Good for the Premier League or just too much?
I think first of all it shows the value of Premier League, and two, how can I put it? Newcastle, well, top 5 in 3 seasons. I think money is very important. We see it in Man City specifically. Money is very important in this business called football, and it will be seen. Yeah.
Yes. 2 to 3 seasons. The top 5, the top 6.
Yeah, I think Newcastle has.
Well, as per now, Leicester is bringing a lot of problems. We might have a top 10 that is wholly competitive now, because all teams in the top 10 have a purchasing power, as Leicester has shown. Yeah, but Ted,
You need to have a petition for the Premier League to give around 5 or 6 spots to the Champions League. Because now the teams are becoming too good. Too many teams are coming. You are having a mini Super League already. But yeah, as you were saying, it will take some time. If you look at how City also did once they were bought, they didn't start buying immediately the big players. They bought one, probably two, so they started with, I think, Tevez and some of these Akinazi Gallagher, those small, but good players too. So I think, but with time they attract.
Mascherano, they bought Mascherano.
I don't know if it was that.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it was.
But it will just take them some time. But in 2 or 3 seasons, maybe 4, if they also get a good coach. The old Newcastle will be back because it was a big club back then.
Yeah, apparently even it's Mike Ashley that has made Newcastle to suffer 2 relegations in the Premier League era. They were vying in contentions in the 1990s to win the league when they had Shearer and I think, did they have Gigi Okocha? I'm not sure, but they had a team that could compete. Personally, I'm happy because the more teams with the money, the more their ability to cancel themselves out. The more they can cancel, because as much as they are rich, there's a finite amount of players that are top, that you can buy for a certain amount of money. So the more we have, the more the ability to cancel each other out. But the only thing is now there's no traditional top 4, traditional top 6 as it is going. Now it will be a fight. The person that wins, not based on history, is based on whatever they have on the team. We also have to understand also Brentford has got owners that are willing to invest. Everton has got owners that invest. He's called he's a Japanese person, I think. I forget the name. Everybody's investing well. Arsenal, the investment has been there,
has begun,
but has not been in the right way. But you see, Liverpool also in this season, they haven't invested, but in seasons past they have invested. Manchester United has got money. Man City has got money. Chelsea has got money. So I think it is for the benefit of the Premier League that has happened. So
For
now,
the players themselves.
now the competition. Imagine the competition is this high without Newcastle having whatever they have now. If Newcastle now becomes a competitive team, the way Brighton has proven and Wolves has proven, then it becomes a very high octane type of football, and the person that wins has got now bragging rights, not because they bought the league, but because they outdid everyone, isn't it? And also with more money, better coaches can be hired, isn't it? And we have a lot of good coaches in the EPL now. Imagine another one.
What is the effect? What will the effect be on some other leagues? Since I think more focus now will go to.
But you see, so far the Premier League is already the second. The first is the best watched league in the world. Yeah. After that, I think it's maybe La Liga. Then the Championship is the third best watched league in the world. So as far as of effect, it's nothing. It's just more of the same, with just more people tuning in now to see something new.
How about players preferring to play in this league as opposed to?
Well, now there's also something else that the British, I don't know, it's like some Brexit or something. A rule that has come up now in order to ensure that also, I think it's something that they knew even for them to invest in Newcastle, because there's something will change in how they are buying, how players are coming to the Premier League. There are something, it's like a rating. If you come from a big club or you've been having a lot of experience, there's something that a rating system now. You cannot just come to the Premier League anymore, like just any unknown player. They only have to attract elite players only at this point. So
And
there's
also,
something that's changing.
That, how do you put it? The proportion of English players to.
But there's a quote already that
Yeah,
English players you have to have a certain. That was something that Arsenal was suffering last season. Yeah, that there's a quota of English homegrown players that you have, and I think the more you have them, the better it is in the FA's perspective. That's why you see the academies are producing more and more talent. That teams are playing those talents, and more English players are playing. I think in every team there's an English player, at least one, if not two, that are playing. To ensure that England itself can produce a good team. And with that policy, you see, England has got a good team. Maybe the manager is not the best, but all round in all positions, they have all round players that can be called upon. It's not just the England of old that has a strike and they not have defense or midfielders. Yeah, but I would like us to talk matters Ballon d'Or at the end.
Okay.
Matters Ballon d'Or we'll talk at the end as we predict game week 9 and who we think or discuss who might win it. Yeah, but we might start with game week 8. We might start with the early kickoff. Early kickoff was Liverpool versus Watford. Well, it was Watford versus Liverpool. So there's something that's called early kickoff curse, especially if a big team is playing. So there was something whispers that Liverpool might lose, but Liverpool had a resounding 0-5 win against Watford with Bobby Firmino scoring a hat-trick in something that astonished even me. So let's talk man of the moment, Mohamed Salah. Back to the sublime best of, I think, 2018 or 2017-18, where he scored 32 goals, and I think he broke the record for most goals scored in in a
Season.
38 game season.
Oh,
Yeah. So
so what do we say about Man Salah, man?
world class.
Two world class.
Ballon-
He has
Ballon-
proven that
Wait.
twice.
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or
d'Or
contention.
contender will speak during the. You said we'll talk about it
Well,
at the end.
Okay. So
But yeah, that was world class performance. First of all, yeah, I say that is world class, but I have to say, Watford really underplayed that game. I was expecting more retaliation from Watford, considering the ones who broke our unbeaten streak last season. Expecting something, but Liverpool played too good. We striked, held them off, though there were times Watford were trying to score us, but yeah, but key what I got from that match, I think the Watford had a problem, maybe fitness or something, but Liverpool did well. But Watford have so many question marks. I never expected from my end 5 goals.
But
I expecting like 3 goals.
Watford changed their manager as is that Watford way. I think they have had almost 11 managers in 10 years. Eh? They have a turnover. The manager that was sacked brought them to the EPL. So personally, if Watford goes down again, I'm still happy. I don't understand what they strive for. Other teams strive for. So Ted, one man, Mohamed Salah, back to the prime.
Yeah, you can.
Well, he has been prime. Now back to prime of prime.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean he has 7 goals. He has 4 assists. Those are 11 goal contributions in only 8 games.
Yeah.
I mean that is world class so far.
And he has blanked only 1 game week.
Yeah, so you can imagine. And I think the team is getting back to like it's supporting now the key players. Salah and Mane were the key players at some point. And of course Salah being the most, if you can say the most key player. So things are okay. I think things that are happening at Liverpool. They were the dark horses. People were talking about them so much at the beginning of the season.
Van Dijk
being back is also another big effect.
Is that the actual effect that has brought him?
Actually, that's as I'll use the quotes of a superb manager by the name Mikel Arteta. He said he said the difference. He said Arsenal have a great press, but what makes the difference is when playing against Liverpool is Van Dijk. You can press as good as you want, but all it takes is Van Dijk to ping one ball across to the chest of Salah, and he has beaten the press. So that's a huge. We didn't have that quality last season when he went out. It was an effect, a big effect. So the team is functioning right now. I've just checked. Out of your 4 forwards, you already have, I think, close to 19 goals. Arsenal, we only have 5 goals, the whole team. So you can imagine how much of an effect Salah and the forwards are. Liverpool is going to do well this season.
As I had predicted, but Manchester United, Chelsea fans, and Man City fans, like Liverpool, no, because they hadn't bought players. Apparently, buying players is the metric for being a good team. You don't stop being a good team because you did not buy players. So, if everybody holds, and especially for me, Liverpool, especially if Thiago has just fitness for 10 games.
We need Thiago,
Yeah, because I've seen Naby Keita is back, and Naby Keita also wants to score goals. Yeah, the only thing that I've seen, the only person that I've seen maybe is no longer out of favor is Ox, and I've seen he's been linked with Arsenal. If they bite, Arsenal are cows, ni ng'ombe.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's no, we need to move. Because Ox. Yeah, so title contenders, obviously. Unbeaten. Obviously. And they have brought the game to the champions. Champions, both champions of Europe and champions of the league. So I think, and all the forward line is performing well now. If all of them continue scoring.
And Man is
And Mane, I think that is also part of it. Van Dijk been back, and Mane has the hunger. Him and Salah are both being found in scoring positions, together with Bobby Firmino. Yeah, I think if Jota now reaches the level that is there, the alternating between him and Firmino will make Liverpool destructive. And Fabinho being back. Did Fabinho play this game? I don't think he had returned, isn't it? So all the more compelling that even without the linchpin there, they performed well. Yeah, so I think you have stated that the defense was back to its prime. So let's go to the is it 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock kickoff, Kenyan time. Yeah, we had Leicester versus Manchester United. We must also let's just start with the obvious question: what is wrong with Manchester United? What is wrong with Manchester United?
Well, I think the manager is wrong. What is wrong is their manager. Their manager needs to go. I think Manchester is like a team with very good players, not better than obviously Liverpool, but they don't know what I think they are supposed to be really doing. They don't know how to use the people they have. Ronaldo. At this point in time, I think there is a bit of confusion. I think maybe even how the manager is actually organizing the squad and even choosing the squad, how they're going to play together. I think that is they have a really big problem, and it was actually seen when they're actually barely winning. Now they're actually losing. Now it's even more serious.
Yeah, but for a fact we know Ole Gunnar is not going anywhere in the next maybe 2 games at most, maximum 3. If they keep him beyond 3 games, then whatever Ole Gunnar, the amount of what can we call it, credit he has in the bank at Manchester United is more than I think preferred, because losing with the amount of investment that has been put in the team is profoundly nonsensical to me. Because I think Ole Gunnar prefers a simple type of game, which he achieved when he had Cavani, he had Rashford, he had Mason Greenwood, and Fred and McTominay in the middle, and Fernandes. Simple game. But now everything is like it is becoming undone. Luke Shaw is regressing. Maguire, let's say he wasn't fully fit, he's regressing. Varane, personally, Varane was a miss. Lindelof is still better. May not raise up to the best levels, but they have been winning with Lindelof, even if he's not the best player. Lindelof is still okay. Yeah. So, and also, Jadon Sancho is not performing. We just have to say the truth. He's not performing. Whether he's put on the left side, put on the right side, he's not performing. Personally, I will bench him. And Cristiano Ronaldo now affects he's having something of a hurricane effect in Manchester United. When Hurricane plays, all the balls now are channeled through Hurricane. Yeah, there's no interplay change that the way City and I think Liverpool have, that anybody can score. But here, like, the channels are through to Cristiano. But in this game versus Leicester, these people are profoundly horrendous.
What is wrong is there's a guy called Martial. What happened to that guy?
Martial is fully fit actually.
Because he was supposed to be the next Thierry Henry, but we are not seeing that. I don't know what's wrong with Manchester. It's killing talent, and if you can only blame that on the coach, because if you have all the talent, I mean, you cannot say Sancho is not talented. That guy was doing madness
but he is not proven. Mason Greenwood has proven he's still a better player than Sancho on stats alone this season.
But we can always agree Sancho has talent. That's what we are talking about.
We cannot argue against talent, but in the games that if you have watched, I've watched 2 games of Manchester United. Sancho gets lost constantly. I cannot say I've seen Sancho in progress in play the way you can say for Arsenal, Smith Rowe, for Liverpool, Naby Keita.
Well, let's say then adapting to the league could be an issue. Greenwood, at least he has had a season or 2 behind ahead of gel even with Manchester and also to experience the league.
But Sancho
Sancho
was academy prospect,
that was an
Manchester
academy.
City.
He didn't play in the Premier League. You know, the academy and the Premier
But
League is different.
the academy
The
trains you
intensity-
to play where?
The intensity is still, even look at people
So
like,
it's the manager.
it's the manager.
That is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Sancho is skilled.
I'm
also
saying there's a
also
problem.
for him to adapt to the league.
Yeah, there's a problem with the
there's also
manager
that.
and
Look
Sancho.
at Naby Keita when he came. He didn't hit the ground running. You also have to adapt kidogo from the. Look at players who have come from the Bundesliga. Let's even just use Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. People when they come here to the Premier League, it's not just that you shine immediately. It's a different league. The intensity is different. So the talent is there, of course, but you expect him.
Is there hope with the same manager?
No,
with the manager?
no.
If with the right formations, with a proper spine in the team, like people who maybe because now the spine is broken and introduce Varane. At least when it was Maguire and Lindelof, they're used to each other, so there's that familiarity also.
And also midfield, McTominay and Fred was working. Matic is not a good player anymore. We just have to accept he's no longer. And Pogba cannot be utilized as a deep lane midfielder if he doesn't have a Kante or whoever else is supposed to be good enough to hold up the play so that he can move box to
I
box.
don't know what happened to Pogba. He began the season so well.
Yeah, I think the analysis I got was that Ronaldo has got a tendency to drift towards the left. And Pogba was playing like a winger on the left side. So you see everybody's in anybody's space. Yeah, because Cristiano has an ability to play as a out and out number 9. He moves throughout the spaces that are in the forward line. So now I think to address Cristiano
If he moves
Ronaldo,
in the 9, and how does he end up in the left side?
like he starts in the 9 and move and drifts towards the left side and gets Pogba where he is. So you're in my space and there's no now I think fluidity to interchange positions that now Pogba plays as a false 9 the way De Bruyne might do at City. So I think there's a point of strategy being the problem, and I think the only way to solve this problem is Antonio Conte. If they get to him first. If Newcastle does not get to him first. If they get to him, Manchester United as is structured is Antonio Conte team. It has all the people that can play the Antonio Conte way. Yeah. So, but personally, I believe their signings have flopped, especially Varane and Sancho.
Hyped. They were really hyped.
Yeah, they were really. Personally, I was speaking with you also. Varane was good at Madrid because of Ramos. The only time he was good by himself was the World Cup which France won. Yeah? Because in the Kiswahili we said alikuwa anajituma. Apart from that, if he doesn't have somebody solid enough, there's a problem with Varane. And Sancho, he has gotten lost. I think he should be benched, do more of the training, and then be introduced the way Klopp introduces players after they have come in. Slowly.
Give him some minutes towards the end.
Yeah, slowly. Well, this is taking us back, but John, Minamino. Not even one chance. Not even one chance. But anyway, it is what it is. I think, and also we have to talk. Van de Beek.
Free Van de Beek.
Free Van de Beek. Hey, free Van de Beek. Or play him. Because now it does not make sense you have a player that is good enough or more than good enough than at least even Fred. But you are not going to play him. He has said he's willing also even to play the deep plane midfielder, isn't it? But still he will not be played. Free Van de Beek. Free Van de Beek. Free Van de Beek, isn't it? But still they need reinforcements. I think they should have just bought Bissouma to solve that problem. They will have solved it so well with Bissouma because Bissouma tackles and Bissouma can progress the ball. If progression is the problem, he can progress the ball because in a few games that I've watched for Brighton, he progresses the ball and has almost the second to last pass that leads to a goal. But they did not buy him. The Fred was okay. and they focus on Varane, which I don't think he was very necessary. Sancho, I can see his necessity. But even Ronaldo wasn't necessary.
Ronaldo wasn't shooting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rashford is back. Let's see if there's something will change.
Let's see. Starboy. So we are saying Ole in or Ole out.
We'll always say the same thing.
Ole is an enigma.
You can't understand him.
He will perform when you don't expect. So that's the thing.
But he better perform because Manchester United games are not getting easy. They are playing Liverpool next. Not getting easy.
Yeah, but yes, tough fixture.
Yeah, but anyway, let's move to the people that won. We've talked so much about the people that have lost. Let's start with a certain, for me, last season, I was telling you Pogba is no longer world class. And I proposed that Yuri Tillemans is better than Paul Pogba.
What a goal.
And I stand that he's still better than Paul Pogba.
What a goal. I think what a beauty he scored.
It looked like something.
It was not nothing.
But he has got now many goals from outside that box. So at this point,
it can't be luck.
It can't be luck. I want it to be luck, but
It's technique.
He has a technique at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, so, but the question I've asked, better than Paul Pogba?
No.
You won't comment. I'm a hate of Pogba, obviously.
Yeah, Pogba is not. Pogba, I don't know. I've seen rumors that he might go to Madrid. Maybe Madrid might suit him. But so far, the only time that he has come back to the Pogba that we all know and appreciate is when he was playing the right wing. Whenever he plays where he is now, he never plays well. Deep lane, he becomes physical. He wants. It's like actually, it's like a wrestling match. He plays with arms everywhere. It's not.
So it's either Pogba or Ronaldo.
Yeah. So for me, I will say Yuri Tillemans. So far, season on season, better than Paul Pogba. But in terms of stats, they most probably are the same.
Obviously, yeah.
But in terms of actual in-game play that I've observed, he's better.
Can you also add? It's the Madison effect,
Nah.
because now he's back, and now you're seeing the results also are back. The Madison effect.
Madison, in the almost 3 to 5 games last season, he was there. He was doing nothing for nothing for Leicester.
Madison isn't really
When
bad.
Leicester thrash big teams, like when they thrashed Manchester, I think was it 5-0 last? It is when those are the games you find Madison is shining.
Yeah, but
So I think it's like.
we must appreciate that Tillemans and Madison, when they have connected properly, yeah, they are formidable, and they have the interchange. When Yuri is in front, Madison is back. So that interchange makes the fluidity of what do you call that team? Leicester better. But then again, we talk now. The man, the legend.
They're consistent.
The man, the legend, the man that came from non-league, joined Leicester. Jamie Vardy. I think, I don't know, he's how many goals behind Mohamed Salah? Maybe he has 5.
They're 7. They each 7.
They each 7.
Yes.
Yeah, still better than Michael Antonio. You have seen Jamie Vardy this season score a goal in his end, score 2 goals to reclaim, and then his team decides, oh, that's Drew. So we're saying,
And he's 34 years old.
yeah, of all the
That
crop
is too good.
of out and out strikers that we have, can we say? Now that Kun Aguero is gone,
Yeah.
can we say he's the best of the crop
At the moment.
at the moment?
Yeah.
Even in the past 3 to 4.
Okay.
Well, no, three seasons.
As per stats, he is.
Out and out striker, not forward that
Yeah,
scores.
not
Number 9, I'm talking as a proper number 9.
He is. He's the reason we've been seeing Leicester where they are. Well, Rogers is also a smart guy.
really smart.
So I think he knows the quality what he can bring. And he doesn't seem to show his aging. So
Yeah.
he's
He's not aging.
And he's the sort of striker when he gets there are certain situations that you get. Like the game between Brentford and Chelsea, we have this person called Mbuemo. Mbuemo. He had good, but he had almost 3 opportunities and he could not take them properly. There are things you see Jamie Vardy, even Cristiano Ronaldo, even Lukaku. If he gets those type of chances,
Clinical.
you know they are married. Either way, you can't get them unless you are an extraordinary keeper. Ederson, Mendy, Ramsdale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Alisson. Isn't it? So, I think Jamie Vardy, until he retires, he'll retire as a legend.
Kelechi Iheanacho.
At least.
Yeah, we must give an honorable mention. Kelechi Iheanacho. Let go by Manchester City. I think he was part of the difference that won. He's the one that tackled Maguire for the first, to assist the first goal, and he was always on Maguire's case. So his physicality and his ability, and if it was a good day, I think he would have scored.
12 goals in the last 17 appearances. That guy.
He's doing good.
Yeah. And Leicester have got what? Patson Daka. Finally scored. I actually thought it was, what is his name? Ricardo. That goal was very interesting.
Almost fumbled.
Yeah, almost fumbled. But because he's a striker, he must do it. I think it was who? What is this player? Aaron Biesaka was trying to... I forget what that move is called. To remove the ball. Yeah, but it was very interesting.
90+1, they decided to the commentators are talking about the tendency of Manu winning the game at the last minute. So they were saying, let's have to look for another goal. And they look for even 2 more goals.
Yeah, actually, apart from, we must also honorable mention David De Gea. Those goals will have been a lot also if David De Gea wasn't in goal.
True.
Yeah, so considering I was saying that he has been washed up this season, he's proven his worth again. He's not good with the ball at the feet. I saw Schmeichel is good with the ball on his feet. De Gea is not good with that, but in terms of just making stops, him and Leno share that. Not good with the ball at their feet, but they can stop an opportunity.
The reflex.
Yeah, but all can be said is that Manchester United needs to change. Because if they do not change, top 4 would also be a dream.
Top 4 is a dream. The teams that are fighting for top 4, oh goodness.
Yeah, and they don't get an easier fixture. They play Liverpool next. After Liverpool, they play who?
Many Arsenal is there.
They have a very tough fixture.
They have very tough fixtures. So if they don't shape up, either fire the manager or the manager gets a formula, they are going to be below top 10.
Anyway, we'll see. There's a Rashford effect. We'll see.
Yeah, Rashford effect.
Liverpool, Tottenham, Atalanta, City, Watford, Chelsea, Arsenal. Oh.
Yeah. So you've said Brentford.
No, Watford.
Oh.
A breather.
Yeah, at least they can get, but maybe Ranieri by then will know how to organize his team properly. So it might be a very, very irritating fixture for them. But anyway, let's move to the last game of the Saturday kickoff. We had Brentford versus Chelsea.
Oh, the leaders.
Yeah.
The table.
No, man, we don't care about table leaders, but let's talk. Let's talk about Brentford. And the fact that when Arsenal was beaten by this team, there was a lot of hula baloo, as if Arsenal was the garbage team in that scenario. But having seen them play for 8 game weeks now, what can you say about Brentford? I think personally I would start by saying they are better than the Leeds team that came up last season.
Than the Leeds team. Oh, the Leeds team they had they're actually better. They are rather consistent if you look at it.
Yeah, and a win is not you even if you're a good team, beating them, you're not just beating them.
They've actually only lost by only one nil.
And even handling their attacks.
Yeah,
those guys are actually going for you. But
to win is to work hard to win. You're not just winning because we are Liverpool, we are Chelsea. You're winning because the game has been brought to you. Yeah. So I want to imagine Brentford had to play a playoff to come to the Premier League. Norwich, Watford, straight. So Is
I
there?
want to, I'll start looking at the championship games. I don't understand how a team can come to the Premier League and actually disturb teams, big elite players, and they're like, you can say Leeds, how the Leeds work. They work like as a team. Every player in whichever position they are in, they're actually working. I think they have that. They are yet to have that star mentality whereby there's that one player who needs to step up. Hapa, every player, I think that is what they expected, and by their coach. And I think they are taking this opportunity of being in the Premier League very seriously. Brentford are at home, man, and they'll be here for a while.
I've seen last season Brentford were beaten to the number 2 spot by Watford by only I think let's call it one game. 3 points. Three points. The out and out. Winners were Norwich, but you gotta laugh.
Also the previous season again. Yani, they try this team.
Yeah. So they have been having a lot of issues trying to get to the league. But now I think now that they are there,
they're not going.
They cannot go because they have a lot of investment. I think proper planning, and they know how to play, and they have no weaknesses or what can I say? Weaknesses that can be found out easily. Their backline, their midfield, their striking are bringing the game, and their game is the same regardless of whether you're holding the game. So I would really like to see when City plays them. How it will go, because
I can say City will be quite ruthless,
but you see the pressing.
The thing about City are like a team who how do I put it? It's like they win at will.
Yeah, but you see the thing that I'm saying is, so far Brentford seems to be
they're too good, man.
Too good, and
as a Liverpool fan, I can attest.
And they seem to be averse or immune to tactics. Doesn't matter whether you play a big defensive game or you play the hold up game. You're going the way Liverpool attacks. They are going to play their game, and they keep on coming for 90 minutes. They don't stop running.
Because this is football.
Yeah, and they have good players from the keeper.
They're simple people.
The striker.
They're not complicated.
Yeah, and whoever is subbed on.
It's like having Golo Kante playing all over positions.
Yeah,
every person will do their bit.
But but then Golo Kante, everybody can pass, can handle the ball under pressure. So it's not that they are good. They are masters of everything, and they are coordinated in everything.
Yes.
Yeah, but we must talk now. Has Tuchel been found out? Because I've been thinking about this since the City game. I believe finally, what Stuart calls the jump, new manager jump, I think finally has run out for Tuchel. Like, he's winning, no doubt about that. He's winning, but he had lost a couple of like 2 games in a row. Then I think they beat Southampton, which up until WordPros went off were in the game, and this game wasn't an easy game for them.
It wasn't.
Even stats wise, you can see it wasn't a good game for them. It is the case of the better team lost. the better team lost. And so has Tuchel been found out?
I think his strikers are actually a bit disappointing him, man. His strikers need to, because defensively, Chelsea are very bad, man. By bad I mean good. They are hard to score. They held us Liverpool. They've conceded, I think, the least goals.
I think so.
In the league.
Yeah.
I think the problem he has is there. And also, I think some of my friends who are Chelsea fans, they don't like his type of play.
Yeah. Considering he has got so much play, personally, I feel it's a defensive. Because in the game,
exactly. Defensive.
Is it the game against City? He played 4 holding midfielders: Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante. And you have Loftus-Cheek, you have Mount, you have, I think Mount was injured though, so we can give him Barkley, Havertz, and also playing Alonso when Chilwell is a better fit. At least against bigs, he can attack and also has got the effort to defend, as was showcased in this game. So, as with many Chelsea managers, how long are you giving Tuchel? I'm giving him until January. If he's still on top of the table, he survives. If he drops, he's gone.
We're going to look at
They're going to play Norwich.
his Champions League group.
Norwich, Newcastle.
In the group, okay, he'll make it past the group probably, the group stage of the Champions League.
Yeah.
So that could still okay, but even Lampard was fine. The good thing with Chelsea, they don't waste time.
You can't be underperforming, being paid a big salary, and then you still won't. Because he's been found out, and I'm asking, apart from the point when Conte was playing, has Chelsea been playing beautiful football? Like that football, like that Manchester City, Liverpool,
Wenger.
Wengerish type of football. Might not be the exact same, but there's a free-flowing element to it.
The last time I saw it, when Hazard was in his prime, I think that was the last time I could see some nice football from them. In fact, now even after Giroud left, we could try to initiate some flicks here and there, being the target man. Lukaku is brought a different game to them. It's not a free-flowing game. Plus also the tactic of putting Lukaku and Werner together. I think I'd rather have Chelsea have one striker rather than both.
And have behind them maybe Havertz and Mount.
Some creators. There's some
Havertz
players.
and Mount, creative players.
And with the good defense they have, I don't think they need too many defensive midfielders. They just have one. You have Kante. Kante is enough. Or have Kovacic.
Or have.
And I don't still understand why Saul was signed.
Or play 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need Jorginho to pin the ball and Kante to win them, and you have Havertz and Mount and who's going to play? James will be forward. Yeah, so that it's played that way, it will be a better team than this thing that two attackers that are not getting enough service, because that is also a problem with Chelsea. Enough service because Kante was trying, but everybody else wasn't supplying the game because they are being can I say they are not press resistant. Kovacic is press resistant, but for some reason he was very bad in that game.
And I think he has the capability. I remember when I could watch some few PSG games and Tuchel was the manager there. I mean, when he used the back four system, that team could play. Even you could see even in the final against Bayern, it was a tight game. They were perfect, and he has the players who can do
Chelsea?
that job. No, when he was in PSG,
Oh, okay.
using a back four, I think he should be brave. Stop being a coward. He should use because he's just playing it too safe now.
It's too safe, yeah.
Yeah.
And it will take him only so far.
And considering that Brentford, no matter how well they are playing, Brentford has come from the Championship. They haven't experienced the Premier League. And as Chelsea, you are champions of Europe. You should be able, because in that game, you see, in the game, Liverpool was there's a lot of back and forth, but you could see Liverpool had played Liverpool ways of doing things. But in the game, Chelsea versus Man City, and this game, you will know the team that small team in that situation. And Chelsea is not a small team. In terms of money, in terms of trophies, it's not a small team. So it has to have a way to impose itself on matches. So I think he has been found out. If it becomes better, at least one thing that we can agree, even Chelsea fans agree, the defense has worked out. Because in that game versus Brentford, if it is not Chalobah, I don't see Christensen that much, and Sarr, and Mendy the keeper,
And the post.
well, everything defensive worked for them.
Except the net.
Yeah, worked for them. Because in the moments that Mendy wasn't saving, the post was the one that was saving. But you see, that is very dreadful, considering City, big team, Brentford, a medium team at the moment that hasn't gotten a foothold in the league, isn't it? So a key struggle. And Lukaku. Either Tuchel doesn't know how to use Lukaku. Conte the manager, his manager at Inter, alluded to that Tuchel does not know how to use Lukaku. And so far, we have evidence. We have evidence.
How many games without scoring?
I think since he scored the first 3, he hasn't scored again.
So 5 games.
5, give or take 5.
Lukaku 5 games without scoring.
Give or take, and he was scoring goals for fun. So Tuchel and Ole Gunnar, to some level, have the same type of problem tactics wise.
Who will live fast?
Ole has to go fast. If he doesn't get a formula, Ole will go. But anyway, let's talk about the last game. I think today Spurs are playing today.
Yes.
Spurs are playing Newcastle today, and on Monday Arsenal are playing Crystal Palace. So, what are your thoughts on Spurs? Spurs are apathetic now. I'm not sure what is happening. I think they chose the wrong manager, and they chose Mourinho-esque manager after Mourinho has left. So they're like playing the same way still. And he hasn't gotten a formula, and Harry Kane seems to want to leave.
I think that could be a very big problem.
The Harry Kane
beat, yeah. That is a. Do we know Harry Kane? Harry Kane is very clinical. He's an actual striker. It's like how Marius had the same issue when he was at Leicester. I think the fact that Kane doesn't want to be here, or rather wants to win maybe a Champions League or something.
Any trophy.
That is what is missing. And they're like, as you said, I think most people's opinion on Tottenham is like, it's Tottenham. It's another Tottenham game. We don't even, And there was a time Tottenham were quite bad.
Yeah, when the season before.
Fantasy, we had Son and Kane.
Yeah.
We expected a goal from either of them or something. Results.
The season before they dropped off. They were that good. So for me, Newcastle might have a jump because they have new owners. They might show them dust. They might show them dust.
They can get bonuses.
Yeah.
Kane hasn't scored or assisted anything this season. He's blank.
In the Premier League.
But you remember Kane like 3-4 seasons
September,
ago.
August cast.
He used to start poorly and then somehow.
So we are yet.
But you can even sit in England.
I think the man.
When you watch the England games, he's not yet. He's nowhere. I don't know what's up with him.
Yeah, the manager was wrong, and I think what do you call this team? Spurs and Levy have made consequential, like back-to-back decision. I forget the name. Back-to-back decisions that are wrong. One was to fire Mauricio Pochettino. There was no reason at all to fire him. Bad results, yes, but
consistent.
Yeah, but having brought you this far until you are part of the top 4, did not make. Another decision was to bring Mourinho into that team after having bombed at Manchester United. And the third thing is not selling Harry Kane.
They should have reinvented their team again.
Yeah, even if they did not need to sell him to City, they would have looked for any suitor that is outside that might want Harry Kane. I think they will not have lacked somebody that will have gone in for Harry Kane. But also, maybe Harry Kane only wanted City. So, as it goes, there's problems. Hopefully the manager fixes them. But the same way, Manchester United is such a big team that cannot play negative football. I think Spurs has enough in its tank not to play negative football. So they need to.
They have the personnel.
Yeah, the personnel.
And a very good keeper.
Yeah. So Arsenal, Crystal Palace.
Arsenal. I have Pepe in my fantasy.
But just sober analysis. Number 1, Tomiyasu is against Zaha. First battle. In the midfield, we still don't have. What do you call him? Shaka. So we have a midfield of, I think, McAllister, Gallagher, and if not Olise, maybe Eze is back. So that's a midfield battle. And we have, I don't think if the strikers Edward hasn't reached that place where we are afraid, because our defense I think White and Gabriel can handle whoever is attacking, but Tomiyasu, that is a battle.
It's a battle for number 13.
Yeah? No,
Well, if
and
Arsenal
a battle
wins-
to see if you can contain Zaha, because Zaha isn't easy, and also invincible. Patrick Vieira
man,
is the coach. Is the coach of Crystal Palace, so he comes back.
The predictions, sadly, I think Crystal might come up with some points here.
a draw.
Because the issue is, I'm not sure if Arsenal will be able to. We need Arsenal to Abumaye to do something. We need you guys need. Also, football needs, man. We remember who Abumaye was, that flashy guy, that fast
20
scorer.
20 goals
And
a season
now,
striker.
now we are even barely even.
Yeah, but for me, sober, I think if Tomiyasu can hold Zaha, we on our part can attack Crystal Palace at will, and I think we have enough. I think we have enough for that game. I think that one we can impose ourselves on that game. So, but still, I'm putting cautiously. Arsenal will just win 1-0.
But I see you beat them 5-3-1 end of last season.
Now, that game, I remember it was a frustrating game because we scored those two. It was 1-1.
Yeah.
Until I don't know which minute, the last minutes we only scored.
90.
Yeah, it was a frustrating. We scored 90 plus, both goals, yes. So that team is hard, it's not easy. But also to add on that Tomiyasu battle with Zaha, let me tell you, Tomiyasu was fried
By Cruella.
Cruella
or whatever his name is.
That guy from Brighton.
But he came back. He came back better in the second half. At least his adaptability is
Me,
okay.
whatever I saw. Tomiyasu, it was the first game that he was suspect. But let's assume he'll come back.
But also you're told that the weather at Brighton wasn't the best.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. But we still know Tomiyasu is a good defender. We still know he's a... And then let's also remember the mood currently at Arsenal. Almost everyone has been scoring.
At Arsenal?
Right now, at the moment, the mood is very nice.
Yeah.
Know that we at least...
we are confident. At the moment, at the back, we are very confident. The defense, we know Ramsdale can we are comfortable when he has the ball at his feet.
But I think you're in a position where you're at... there's no one to tell you you're safe.
As long as you're not
no
playing...
pressure, no nothing.
As long as you're not playing Liverpool... we can manage.
We'll have Partey back. In fact, I'm telling you, people have been scoring first of all this international break. Everyone is scoring. Smith Rowe a goal, Saka goal, Aubameyang goal, assist, and everyone now is back with morale, with the confidence.
Wanting people to put their money,
their hearts, their livers on Arsenal.
How many goals?
At least 2 goals.
And
at least 2 goals.
So you seem confident?
2-0.
You're confident on the win?
Yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic with 1 goal. My friend Ted is optimistic with 2 goals. But losing, we are not doing.
So let me be the whatever, the black sheep.
Crystal, by 1 goal or by 3 goals?
They'll score so that you can both have the same points. By 2 goals.
No. Well,
2-1.
Arsenal has to win.
1-2, I mean.
Arsenal has to win so that we are just 1 point behind.
So there's that.
Behind Manchester United, so that the noise might go down. But anyway, that said,
I think 8 Manu more.
Wow,
Okay,
we'll
yeah. I've seen what you're saying. I've said Arsenal.
Yeah.
Change.
And since that good energy,
6 points behind the number 1.
And that will just not put us in will not put us in contention, but better prospects than the first 3 games.
My goodness, you'll be number 1. Nice.
Okay. Let's move on to the final part of the podcast. So let's just go plainly. Predictions, then we finish with Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
We have Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Simple. GG.
GG.
Good game. Good game. Goal.
Aston at home.
No. Arsenal at home.
Arsenal is at home.
Revenge. We have to revenge.
So,
and we are currently having a good record at home. In fact, you know what? We can Arsenal. Arsenal.
give the scoreline.
The scoreline is 1-0.
Confident.
John, scoreline.
I think 1-1.
1-1.
Because Arsenal is beating Crystal.
Personally, 2-0.
So you're quite confident with Arsenal team.
Let me tell you, I want Aston Villa to be beaten because the noise that we have been given about Buendia and that other guy that is the keeper. I want that noise to just be forgotten. Like nobody ever left Arsenal. So 2-0 so that we beat them.
Yeah.
Chelsea face Norwich. Let me start 5-0. 5-0. Nothing less. Lukaku to score hat-trick.
After all you've said about future.
It's because it's Norwich.
And the fact that Liverpool are facing Man U, Chelsea will really win to cover that goal difference.
Yeah. So 3-0. 3-0. And then we have a Norwich win.
Yeah.
Brighton versus Manchester City.
Wow, a very tough game.
But City.
And Brighton surprised Man City the last game they met.
Yeah.
I say City win at will. When they lose, they have chosen not to win. I think that is what I can say about
Yeah, but
City.
that game versus Southampton, it wasn't choosing. Southampton refusing.
And then it's that. So, but City. I see City.
Brighton
Brighton are still there,
City are winning this game 3-0.
2-1. They will scrap.
1-2. Yeah.
They will scrap away in City. It won't be.
Let me write
It's
it well.
a game to watch.
It's a game to watch.
0-3.
Let's see. Yeah.
saying 2-1.
It's battle for top 4.
1-2.
Yeah?
It's a
1-2.
battle for top 4.
Yes.
1-2.
Brighton should come to this game and enjoy
But if
the game.
Grealish starts, City won't win.
That's it. 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah, I think or even a draw. I pray.
2-2 or 1-1.
No, it's a
You have said 1-2.
1-2 or 2-2. No? Okay, 1-2 or 2-3. City. I think
It's
City
okay.
are winning.
So City win. Either way, West Ham Spurs.
Wow.
Wow.
It will be a very beautiful weekend next weekend. The teams that are playing is just beautiful football. West Ham versus Spurs. Me, I'm a Spurs hater, so I'll go West Ham 2-0. Well, 2-1.
For West Ham or for
Spurs been scoring 2-0. These people have not been scoring.
Who was the last person?
I think West Ham will take this.
No. I think maybe Son, but this midfielder, Højbjerg. That's a Højbjerg scoring.
Yeah, he's a holding midfielder. So me 2-0.
I think West Ham.
1-1.
Me West Ham 2-1.
2-1 West Ham. Yeah. Manchester United versus Liverpool.
Have you said Brentford, Leicester?
No, still it's the last game.
Oh, it's the last game. Okay.
Yeah.
Manchester United, Liverpool will enjoy.
Who's at home?
Yeah, it's Manchester United.
Liverpool, I think 1-3
1-3.
with a straight face.
1-3.
Enjoy that game, but I'll confirm or
3-0.
3-0.
0-3 is what I meant.
outright 3-0, 5-0, 4-0. That
Manchester.
is hate.
Where I know our little outside is 5-0 Norwich. But Manchester United, they will be thrashed
1-3.
properly.
It is a high scoring game. I'm seeing very many goals there.
And
If they'll play the way they played Mane, Salah, Firmino. If they put that Varane defense there.
Captain
actually,
Salah.
Varane.
Are we still captain
Captain Salah until he doesn't score.
Okay.
And Salah form. And also Mane on the side.
Form.
Firmino smiling.
And Firmino. And Van Dijk.
And Van Dijk.
But
And
Rashford.
Alisson is back.
But Rashford back.
Okay.
Trent amepona.
Okay then.
Whatever.
3-2.
3-2.
3-2 high scoring.
1-3.
No, 3-1.
No.
1-3.
For who?
Liverpool to win.
1-3.
Oh,
1-3.
Liverpool win. I've said 1-3.
1-3.
Yeah. Okay,
three.
no,
Oh.
clean sheet.
3-2. Ronaldo will score.
So you said clean sheet?
Yeah, clean sheet.
Okay, let me give clean sheet.
Because
Let me.
I can confirm Manchester United cannot give you a clean sheet.
They
Cannot.
will-
They haven't given. They have given only one versus Wolves. Okay, Brentford.
That is I think it's the game for the weekend is Man U, Liverpool, and Brentford Leicester. Those two games.
All those games the top four
But
playing and games to watch.
which is what if you are they playing at the same? Oh, they're not playing at the same time. Nice.
Brentford versus Leicester.
Brentford, Leicester. Wow.
I am saying this is a draw.
Wow. What by what? What how many goals?
Draw.
0-0.
I'm looking at
I think Leicester will beat this team.
the defense. I think
2-3.
It's good. Yeah, 2-3.
2-3-4.
Let me tell you.
2-3.
Atmosphere at Brentford.
2-3.
Crazy.
Brentford are at home.
Yeah,
Leicester have
2-3.
Buddy.
That.
Okay, there's
2-3.
The Vardy.
There's a
And
Vardy.
Madison is
There's a
And
Leicester.
Yuri
defense.
Tielemans.
Kelechi
Tielemans.
Nacho event.
Ah.
Leicester bwana.
And Leicester do not touch.
So you're
Weka
saying
1-0.
1-0 for
okay.
Leicester.
Leicester,
yeah, we are done with that. Now we have the Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or is
Ballon
a
d'Or.
very simple person.
Let us just put the people that we believe. Me, top of my
At
list.
no order.
Eh, top of the list for me is Lewandowski.
Okay.
Lewandowski.
And
Then
Lewandowski himself is confident he's winning.
Lewandowski. Then in number 2, I have Ronaldo and Messi, and then I have Karim Benzema. That is my top 3. If I was a captain of a team,
Your top 4.
That's how you know.
yeah. So John,
I
if
think
you're
me,
captain,
obviously, first of all,
first of all,
Messi.
Messi.
Messi because
based on what?
based on the fact that he was the top scorer La Liga.
Lewandowski top
Was it
scorer.
he won
Copa America.
finally and Copa del Rey. He's a
Benzema-
Copa.
Benzema's-
No, I'm saying best
Aya,
of all.
Messi number 1.
Number 2, Lewandowski. If I wasn't a fan for Messi, I'd still vote Messi. I know you think I would say Lewandowski, but still Lewandowski
That-
deserves. He's never even
That.
I can say maybe N'Golo Kante. Are you not putting in there?
Ted.
So I rating one.
Ted.
So that is not spoil vote.
That, I'm not writing that. Kante.
Yeah.
Kante Jorginho.
Thank you. I refused to write no Kante period. But hey, Messi Lewandowski. Though people will hate Messi winning, obviously.
I think the duopoly has reached a point that I think
The reason
If nobody
I think
else-
that is what I'll say. The reason he should not win is because of that monopoly.
yeah,
they have with
and
Ronaldo.
Lewandowski
Lewandowski
has had higher numbers than Cristiano and
and he
Messi
has
for a while.
been too consistent.
Yeah, for a while now, higher numbers.
And he himself says he'll win. That is
So
what he wrote.
give us.
This man called Robert Lewandowski.
He's fire. I think he's
So
He scored 41 goals.
he broke the record for Bundesliga.
it will be a surprise if he doesn't. I think Poland is the one that is disappointing.
Even Poland is performing well.
But the country itself.
Yeah, the
that
country
one
itself.
country.
Yeah.
But at its third country,
Very sad country.
I was sad. And then also,
He should have won the Ballon d'Or a long time ago.
no.
Because
There was a time.
No,
they
as
were
in the
goats.
previous 2 whatever.
Yeah, previous 2 maybe, but the
When did
goals.
he score that 5 goals? Did you 4
By
goals?
that time,
in 9 minutes.
Messi was doing and Ronaldo were doing one.
Yeah.
Sad.
Now the numbers are still high for Messi and Ronaldo, but Lewandowski is
Is
higher.
Lewandowski the third highest goal scorer at the moment in UCL?
No, the third highest goal scorer is Karim Benzema.
It's Karim.
It's Karim Benzema.
It's Ronaldo then?
Ronaldo, Messi, then Karim. Unless
Not
Lewandowski has done a madness that I don't know of. The
Well,
last
he has been scoring non-stop every game consecutively. That's also another record he has at the moment, scoring the most games consecutively.
you give us.
Lewandowski number
Haaland.
no, not Haaland. I love Messi, you know.
By the me, it's sort of.
I mean, I'll be honest. I love Messi. I'll just give it to Messi, and then if he
On
doesn't,
what grounds? Not
On-
love, like even me love Cristiano. I also love Messi. And there was a time
Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Messi, Lewandowski.
and there was a time undisputed. Yeah, I would say if John, you love Messi.
It's Ronaldo, Messi, Lewandowski, then Karim.
Yeah.
Hey,
This man
he outscored.
Aye. The man.
Then I think now.
I think Lewandowski. Okay.
Then now.
He hasn't given out his list. What is your list?
Messi.
It is not writing Messi.
Messi.
So
Lewandowski. The third person. Jorginho.
I hope you are listening. They don't. They are not.
You are because you're not saying Benzema.
Benzema by the way.
And you respect Ronaldo.
Good you've reminded.
And you respect Ronaldo.
But what does?
What did he do?
Top scorer in a league that they did not win.
Even
That is the one Copa
That is
del
the
Rey.
point. Even Messi.
One Copa del Rey.
Jorginho.
wow, you see.
Jorginho.
And won the Copa
Copa del
America.
Rey, Copa America.
I mean, Messi number 2.
Who's the man?
Si Jorginho.
No,
You said
remove
Jorginho.
Jorginho. Put
Yes,
Benzema.
Benzema.
So the people who are repeating the list is Messi, Lewandowski, and Benzema. Okay, not Benzema. So Lewandowski is winning.
Yeah.
We hope that he wins, but corruption and all that.
Oh, there are no
But
corruption.
anyway, please share with us your top 3 in the Ballon d'Or race.
Comment. And agree with who do you agree with? Whose list do you agree with?
Yeah, and
Between-
with that, we have come to the end of the Kicking It podcast. If you haven't subscribed, please do so.